every day? Well, water is an essential for all living things to survive. Do you know that where the water resources? For your information, water mainly comes from ocean, river and lake. Today we want to talk about the river pollution for environmental sustainability. Nowadays, river pollution becomes arguably the most fundamental environmental issue that we should need to concern about it. According to the study by Department of Environment, river pollution was increased compared with 2013. 11% of 189 main river basins in the country was considered polluted in 2017. Recently, there was found that a study of chemical pollution crisis at Kim River, Pasir Gudang, that caused 207 people sickened by toxic fuels on 12 March 2018. Besides, another case study for river pollution can show in the Starline on 14 October 2018. There was found that the river was polluted at Garing River in Kuantan, Pahang. According to the research from Universiti Malaysia Pahang, Garing River was categorized 1 to 5 in pollution level, which was obtained 30.5% and 5.38% of the average percentage of the housing and business or servicing area. In this documentary, we will show you how serious the issue on river pollution and discuss possible pollution. Now let's hear Professor Gavini's view on this issue.
There are three main factors that cause river pollution. Firstly is industry. Industry produces a lot of waste containing toxic chemical and pollutant. A huge amount of the industrial waste is drained into the fresh water, which then flow into canal, river, and eventually into the sea. Another source of water pollution is the burning of fossil fuel, causing air pollution like acid rain, which then flow into the stream, lake, and other trash of water. Toxic chemical and pollutant can cause air pollution and damage to us and our environment. They contain pollutants such as lead, mercury, sulfur, asbestos, nitrate, and many other harmful chemicals. Many industries do not have proper waste management system. The toxic chemicals have the capability to change the color of water, increase the amount of mineral, change the temperature of water, and pose serious hazard to water organisms. Second is agriculture activity. Agriculture has an impact on water pollution due to the use of chemicals such as fertilizer, pesticide, herbicide, and insecticide running off in the water. Regarding agriculture, pollution is directly into the water, as excess food and fertilizer are causing eutrophication. Agriculture also increases soil erosion due to the physical disturbance of soil and vegetation, increase the salinity of water. Lastly is river dumping. Everyday garbage such as plastic, paper, aluminium, food, glass or rubber are deposited into the river. These items take weeks to hundreds of years to decompose, and thus they are major cause of water pollution. Some people may say that plastic are not poisonous as other chemicals, but they also present danger to the fish and aquatic animals. For example, plastic fishing line and other waste material can choke a fish. So, the river pollution is caused by industry, agriculture activity, and river dumping.
Everyone, I'm at Kim River, Pasir Gudang. Now, the Professor Zhu will taking the water sample about the contamination of this river. As we know, the Kim River and many other rivers is polluted with many chemicals. Let's hear it from Professor Zhu.
As we know that the number of people falling sick due to the chemical waste dumping in Kim River, Pasir Gudang, Johor is rising to the thousands. Based on my research, we have found that there are 8 chemicals compounds that have been identified so far in that river. There are methane, hydrogen chloride, acrylonitrile, toluene, ethyl benzene, acrolein, xylene, and limonene. Actually, there are 3 main chemicals that make Kim Kim River more polluted and create an issue. The first one, methane. Methane is a chemical that actually produced by a human metabolic reaction. According to the US National Library of Medicine, methane gas is colorless and odorless. Besides that, ethyl benzene. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, ethyl benzene is a colorless liquid that smells like a gasoline. It's used to be in production of stearin and fuels. Last but not least, limonene. Limonene is a colorless liquid and is used as a solvent in paint industry, as cleaning liquid for electronic device and also in printing industry. US National Library of Medicine claimed that limonene is also used in flavoring for foods and production as a perfume. In a nutshell, the symptoms of exposure to those chemicals can cause breathing difficulties, even though the chemicals are differ in terms of name and composition, but those chemicals can cause the same effects.
Thank you, Professor, for your information.
Welcome.
Since the river is heavily polluted and it brings a lot of effect, let's hear it from Dr. Sharudin.
After the case have been up to the surface, about 1.3 km from 1.5 km of the Kim Kim River have been cleaned by the contractor, and they have also collected about 550 tons of soil and sludge and 750 tons of polluted waste like hydrogen cyanide. This river pollution brings many effects to the ecological and population perspective. For example, it can put innocent life at risk, as what we have seen in the news, where hundreds of school children emergency treated, and this forcing thousands of schools to be closed immediately. This polluted river contains many heavy metals like hydrogen cyanide, and when it evaporates, it will produce smoke and fumes, where when inhaled by the students, it will cause many problems like inhalations and difficulty in breathing. Other than that, river pollution also gives effects such as carrying disease to human being. Hepatitis is one of the diseases where human beings get it from consuming seafood and drinking untreated water. Deterioration of economic value is also one of the effects. That being said, fishing stock will be in danger due to the pollution in the river. This will put down the economic value of fish stock. To counter this problem, government need more money and fund to treat polluted water. Aquatic animals also face extinction and probably dies due to the sudden change of pH and temperature of the water. In conclusion, it is up to us to overcome this river pollution and sustain the ecosystem of our country.
Now let's hear from Dr. Sarah about the way to reduce the river pollution. Hi Dr. Sarah, how do you think about the way to reduce the river pollution?
For my opinion, I think that there are 3 different things that can help to reduce river pollution, which are education, economics, and law, and they work together as a team. And the first one is use natural pesticides and fertilizer. You can try to use more natural alternative that will leave less impact on the environment. Go for pesticides that include ingredients like insecticide soap and other natural choices for the fertilizer, such as animal dung and ash for wood. In fact, many of these choices can enrich soils much better than most commercial fertilizer. And the second one is through economy. Most environmental experts agree that the best way to reduce river pollution is through something called the polluter pays principle. This means that whoever causes pollution should have to pay to clean it out one way or another. Polluter pay can operate in all kinds of ways. This could mean that tanker owners should have to take out insurance that causes the cost of oil spill cleanup. For example, This could also mean that shoppers would have to pay for their plastic grocery bag to encourage recycling and minimize waste. Ultimately, the polluter pay principle is designed to prevent people from polluting by making it less expensive for them to balance it in environmentally responsible ways. And the next one is by law. One of the biggest problems river pollution is its transboundary nature. Many rivers cross country, while seas span whole continent. Pollution discharged by factories in one country with poor environmental standards can cause problems in neighboring nations. Environmental laws can make it tougher for people to pollute. So, if you do your part to prevent pollution in your area, then you will be helping to protect water for both yourself and everything else that relies upon this precious resource.
Thank you for your nice interview. Well, that is all I have for today. Let me summarize that what I'm talking about. The river pollution for environmental sustainability. They are the causes, the effect of river pollution, and the way to reduce river pollution. River pollution brings bad effect from causes to our environment. Therefore, we should be alert and be aware about the river pollution to environment. Let us start to conserve river pollution and protect it from now to minimize and endanger environment. It's everyone to protect environment to say our word. Thank you.
Hola amigo, hola señorita, hola amigo, hola amigo, hola señorita.
Hola, hola amigo, hola señorita. Hola, hola amigo, hola señorita. Hola, hola amigo, hola señorita. Hola, hola amigo,
Hola señorita.
hola